Alrighty guys, I hope all of you are having a great and wonderful day today. In today's video I really want to talk about the ancient legends about Moldavite. Okay, now what you see in front of me here is a pyramid that I created. Basically it's based on the city of Atlantis. I don't know, I'm sure many of you guys have actually heard of the city of Atlantis, and the lost city of Atlantis, I guess, often known as the legendary Lost Island, as a legendary Lost Island, and is often thought as a peaceful utopia, right? Now, what does this have to do with Moldavite? Okay, now, well, there's actually a lot about the city of Atlantis that has to do with Moldavite, basically based on the people who lived there, right? Also known as the Atlanteans. Atlanteans, depending on how you pronounce it. I'll just, whatever comes in this video, that's just how I'm going to pronounce it. But basically these people, guys, were really advanced in their own spirituality, in their own technology. And believe it or not, guys, they actually worked with Moldavite way back in those days. And what you see here in front of me is basically like a depiction of what they used to use Moldavite for, because as I've done my research, guys, it's amazing for me to see how these people used crystals to communicate with one another, right? To basically kind of like our phones, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but our phones and like our radios and our TVs actually have small particles of like quartz crystals to help it to have a steady, reference signal, to basically have the same frequency all around, so that these signals can travel to and forth from our communication devices. And so to me this is very interesting, because Moldavite is a very high frequency. So I could just imagine, if you guys can picture this pyramid being a complete Moldavite pyramid, and if other people had these, how much we could actually communicate with one another and receive new information. And this is exactly what the Atlanteans actually used these pyramids for. They actually built the pyramids. They specifically built the crystals into pyramid shapes, guys, so they could receive, information and energy, the just unhidden knowledge from the universe, from the cosmos, from God. They would just receive all these information basically using a pyramid form. And as I hold my phone, as I'm holding this camera, recording this, I can literally feel, the energy being, encapsulated right now by the sun and by the energy and just everything that's happening right now, especially since I'm using Moldavite, and it's elevating it to a new frequency. And for me, this is really interesting, because how many of you have ever wanted to find out answers? Well, not necessarily just any answers, but know more about life, know more about things, about spirituality, know more about what goes on behind the scenes of just this physical world. And it's amazing for me to understand that at certain times of the year, this is what I was reading, the Atlanteans actually created certain pyramids to tilt during certain seasons when the Earth's axis was tilted more to one side versus the other. And they used certain pyramids from different locations to actually use some pyramids as conductors, and some to receive information, and some to give information. And so I really wanted to share this with you guys, because it's so important. I'm actually building my own personal conductor, my own receiver, so to speak, to start receiving messages from God using Moldavite and using this pyramid as well. It's a really great pyramid. I don't know if you guys can feel the energy, but I can definitely feel the energy using this. And it's very unique. I definitely recommend all of you guys try this. Maybe one day later on in the Moldavite Experience channel, each and all of us will have some kind of pyramid that we can use to communicate with one another, and to really just work with this. I believe there's a technology here that hasn't been tapped into yet. And I've also was reading that Atlanteans use these pyramids with crystals to actually teleport, to go from one place to another. And so that to me is really important, because I really do believe that technology as of today it's more complicated than it needs to be. I believe it can be really simplified and work effectively. And so, guys, I really wanted to share this video with you guys. I definitely encourage you guys to try this out, to build a pyramid. I wish there was Moldavite, a big piece of Moldavite this big, that I could literally just have it faceted into a big pyramid but most of the Moldavite pieces are, you know, around 50 grams, 50, 70 grams. It's not like a huge piece, but I really wanted to share this with you guys. I definitely encourage you guys to try it as well. And one last thing before I close out on this video, you know, Atlanteans used to also store information into their pieces of Moldavite that were shaped as pyramids. And so I wanted to kind of pose a question out there just to kind of make you guys think, which is this, okay? Do you think, hold up your piece of Moldavite if you have it with you, do you think that your piece of Moldavite holds a very important piece of information that you must need to uncover now? And what is it? Okay? So guys, I really want to leave that question out there for you guys. And just to get things, you know, get your mind sparked, get your spirit sparked for something new. I believe someone here on this channel had to have needed to really hear this message, especially today, because there's something that you've been looking for, searching for some new answers, searching just for something beyond, and I believe this is what it is, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, click that red button below, and if you're excited about what Moldavite can do for you in your life, give this video a big thumbs up, guys. I am ready to start creating this kind of like portal, so to speak, here on Earth. And so, guys, I send you guys so much love, and stay tuned for my next video this upcoming Friday. It's going to be about people you would never guess that actually wear Moldavite. Okay, guys? So stay tuned for my next video this Friday. I send you guys so much love, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.